Fully vaccinated.
Me too.
I'm going.
Yeah. So do get your vaccine shot, guys.
Yay.
Okay. So
PSA. List of Erhus that arrived from makers such as Liu Ji Feng, Wan Qi Xing,
Yes.
Han Rou, and Xu Chun Feng.
I thought you were going to be my 人肉买家。
Later.
加别的东西吧。
you know when I was really young
我你把它扯进
同一个圈子
Yeah, we're all about that bass, Some treble.
You all know which student it is.
No. Oh, maybe.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, wow.
Very nice description.
Yes, wow, new level up now. Well, you cannot describe in words.
Hi everyone, my name is Sangwa and welcome to our 20 watt live session. 29th live session.
Correct.
Yes. My name is Sangwa. Right?
I'm
introduced
we're
myself.
from
Eason Music.
So just a little bit before our live session begins, Eason Music is a Chinese instrumental shop that we sell Chinese music instruments. We do music lesson for Chinese instruments. We do repairs as well. So and we do rental, and finally we do a lot of like live performances for different events and venues.
Yes, and every Friday, we will mostly not every Friday. Oh, used to be every Friday, right?
Yes.
We have regressed. No. Actually, we have not.
No, we have more things to do.
Yes,
now.
we have more quality live sessions.
That's right.
But no. Increase in quality but reduce in quantity. Yes. Okay, so we as much as possible we will have live sessions on Friday, and today is one. And the format of our live session goes like this. Usually we'll talk a little bit about what's been happening in the Chinese orchestra scene. Then we will have some topic of the day, and at the end, the light went off. And at the end, we will have a short performance.
Correct.
Yes.
Correct.
So the short performance will be this song called what?
白月光与朱砂痣.
Yes. I presume it's a very popular TikTok tune.
Yes. It's been quite popular. I've heard a lot of friends singing it.
Yeah. So the topic of the day today is actually we are introducing some of our new arrivals, our instruments.
Recently there's a lot of new arrivals coming in.
So we would like to take a little bit of time to tell you more about them.
Yes.
Yay.
Yes, and so let's just start by talking about what's been happening lately, which is nothing much because
okay, so
everything is quite quiet.
Actually, this morning, our special guest is laughing at the back. Yeah, so even though like you said nothing happening, right? But this morning I come across SEO's Human Diaries. Human Diaries, right? Not Human Library, right?
Diaries.
Human Diary. Yes, so the one that I saw this morning is by Yu Jia, Pipa principal player.
Wow.
It's really interesting. You should watch it because I found out some very interesting fact that I didn't know actually.
About her?
I don't want to spoil
okay,
do you want me to tell you?
Spoiler is okay lah.
Did you know that Yu Jia is actually a pet groomer?
Pet groomer?
Oh, dun dun. So watch it. This season is at the second season.
As in, she likes to groom her pets in a spare
She's a
time.
certified A grade, A class pet groomer, and he has a pet grooming shop. Place in her place.
Oh, nice.
Like a room dedicated for pet grooming.
Okay, so you know where to take your cats to.
You should definitely watch it because I was very
impressed.
gobsmacked.
So will you be taking your cats over to her and ask her to?
I don't think my cats would want to get groomed.
All right, so let's get to our the main topic of the day, okay? Which is
testing of new arrivals.
Yes.
Yes. So there's going to be a list of instruments. So a few of them is going to be Erhu la. There's going to be Liuqin la, Pipa la, all these things. So we have a Pipa and tambo player right here to test out the instrument.
Yes.
But for the Erhu, right? Would you like to do it, or would you like to invite someone else to do it?
Of course, I would like to invite someone else to do it, so I can just
Alright, so ladies and
sit here and
gentlemen,
shake
without
leg.
further ado, let's welcome back Eason live session's old friend, Ruijun!
Yes, alright, Ruijun.
Yeah, so we need to have a mic for lovely Ruijun.
Biyu, I thought you were going to be my 人肉买家。
Later.
加别的东西吧。
You see, I just
胡思乱想. I know your eyes very small already. Because I've seen so far.
Whenever Ruijun comes on our show, there's bound to be such
Yes, I
some
realized.
interesting content.
yeah.
Because Richard brings out the worst in me.
Brings out the yellow in you.
I mean, 我们都是黄种人嘛. Sorry, Chinese episode was last. Alright, so that's going to be a list of instruments. But before we get into that, right, Richard, do you want to share, like, just now we mentioned about the human diaries, right?
Right.
Human diaries, yeah. What other things in the episode that surprised you?
Oh, do you speaking of which, right, will you want to bedazzle your Yangqin someday?
Bedazzle your Yangqi.
Because do you remember? There was that rhinestone pipa, you know. I saw it, and then when she said that, you know, she 是她亲自贴上去
so
then I was
there's
like,
this
wow,
电子
effort.
pipa with a lot of rhinestones.
Yeah.
It's like bespoke, like bedazzled, like like a fairy flute, and then boom. Because when I saw it, it's like, wow, 这个做琵琶的人 like 他 quite craftsmanship 啊
Yeah, 工蛮细的。
这是我自己亲自 She's really like one of the model Asian overachieving because she learns a lot of things during her free time. Yeah,
Right.
so do watch the episode. It's really, really, really fun.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very enlightening.
All right.
So has it inspired you to bedazzle your own Erhus also?
No,
Actually, I kind of wonder, 不会歌手 man, when like,
I think
like everything also. Like,
I think
the
will
rhinestones,
I think will, especially when you 换版 then you just then your 虎口 will just get bigger and bigger. I don't know.
We should ask her that when we eventually see her. Not like 我跟她熟，哎，于姐
Shout out to 于老师 please come up, please come up.
Who knows? Idea. Then next time you bring up her bedrooming business skills. Alright, so okay, let's get back to topic.
Yes,
so
yes.
there's going to be a variety of Erhus
Yes.
for our lovely Ruijun to try out today. But before that, let's just list down what are the Erhus that arrived, and then what are the Erhus that Ruijun would be testing out.
I think they're just I'll just bring them out and show
We just talk about
show
it.
them one by one.
Yeah, so lists of Erhus that arrived from makers such as Liu Ji Feng, Wan Qi Xing,
Yes.
Han Rou, and Xu Chun Feng. Yeah, so the Liu Ji Feng Erhus are the very budget Erhus that we have right now. That I think previously we did an episode on like budget Erhus. I remember before the lockdown we
Yeah.
did a budget Erhus.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so
That was a year
these
ago.
two instruments are the one that was featured. So Liu Ji Feng's, I'm not even sure if there's a bridge or is it tuned or not.
Yeah,
Because
it
this
is.
was
There's a
not
bridge.
intended to be played today. There's a tuner behind you if you need.
Looks fine. Yeah, so this Liu Ji Feng Erhu is one of our the cheapest Erhu, and then
The
this one is
young
another
Rosewood
one.
one,
So
right?
this is young Rosewood, the one in Ruijun's hand, Hongmu. And then in Xiao Laoban's hand is the Hei Suan Zi.
So the reason why we're just showing this because it has been out of stock for quite some time, and these two are one of our popular Erhus because they are
Very budget-friendly.
budget-friendly, and they sound good.
Yeah,
So-
for that price range, it does sound, it holds well.
How much does it cost?
The one in your hand right now is 150.
Yes.
Wow.
And the one in Laoban's hand is 300.
Okay.
Yeah,
Double the price.
I mean, of course, if you visit our web store, the price will be slightly different because it's for our overseas customers,
Correct.
right?
There's a side
There will be a
list.
side list needed for the Erhu, so that's why there's a difference in price.
Yeah, there's a $40 difference.
There's a $40 difference for all our Erhus online.
No, it actually sounds. I can't believe it costs like you're saying 150 and
Yeah.
300, right? It's
300,
really
yeah.
value for money, I think.
Yes.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay.
Well, Ruijun abroad.
So for our fellow viewers who has been watching our live, and you realize that this episode, right, we're wearing masks. So it's because we're still Singapore is still in its phase 2 heightened alert period.
Yes.
So for safety purposes, we still would keep our masks on. Of course, I'm vaccinated. Fully vaccinated.
I'm
Me too,
going.
me too.
I'm
Fully
going.
vaccinated. Yeah. So
I
do
just
get your
registered.
vaccine shot, guys.
Yay.
Okay. So
PSA. Get your vaccine. Okay, yeah.
Alright.
So those two are the Liu Ji Feng Erhus. So this one is by Wan Qi Xing, if I'm not
yes,
mistaken.
Wan Qi Xing.
Wan Qi Xing aged Rosewood Erhu.
Very familiar maker. That I'm
Yeah,
sure
this
everyone's
Wan Qi Xing
familiar
is one of the brands that I grew up with. You know, when we were young.
When 把它扯进同一个
同一个圈圈。When you were younger, when I was young and you were younger, yeah, Wan Qi Xing is a very popular brand name, and I think a lot of people will
It's
using
still quite sought
Wan Qi Xing.
after this name, I believe. Yeah.
And I think Wan Qi Xing, he himself is like 80 plus years old already, right? Or something.
Yeah,
making
yeah,
Erhus.
and right now, of course, he's not the one making, but his factory is making, and with all his know-how passed down to his disciples. So his Erhus are still maintain the very sweet and very Suzhou kind of tone. So maybe Ruijun can have do something.
Someone's asking whether the maker's name is on the Erhu. And all Wan Qi Xing Erhu comes with the engraving of Wan Qi Xing in a very traditional Chinese character.
Yes.
So that's where you know it's authentic.
Okay. 古月
He's
古乐器
So we're gonna let Ruijun play a little bit on the Wan Qi Xing Erhu for everyone to listen. So do enjoy.
It's very interesting because back in the old days, sorry, maybe I don't want you to know my like back in the old days, like for school orchestras, they usually stop Wan Qi Xing Erhus, right, in the past. And the sound back then, right, I remember Wan Qi Xing's sound was like very sweet, very refined and such. But I think that he's made some improvements to it. Like it has a slightly more modern sound to it. It has a stronger core, a more solid backing.
Yeah, it's
behind
more
it.
articulate, I think.
Correct.
It's not very so kong, not so empty. So
It's more precise.
Correct, yeah, it doesn't have that scattered sound. Now it
Focus.
has a bit more, laser-like focus.
So Ruijun will be playing a small excerpt using the Erhu, so do enjoy.
Oh, it's very nice. What song is that, huh?
Oh, that's
Qu Yun.
Wow, how do you know?
Of course I know because it's a grading piece also. So I think diploma. Yeah.
Is it for the
really-
tongue grading piece? Right? Yeah.
Yeah, so a few of our Erhu players that I know would play this piece.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, so just now when I was further behind, right, I can also hear how 不是说油油的 but very nice, very smooth, but at the same time 就很 full bodied also.
I think it's one thing to have a very nice tone color for an Erhu to have a nice tone color, but it's also very important for it to have a lot of 层次. Right? You know,
What
there are
is
some
层次?
instruments that they just sound nice, but
Layer.
they just sound like that. Right? Then you get very neat of it. It's like having a very strong flavored food and you have eating it every day. But once in a while, 你换一下口味, it has different depths in it. That's more nighting. Yeah.
But it's also up to the player themselves to have a good control of the instrument also. So is it sensitive? Is it like responds well?
Yeah, I would say it responds pretty well. It's very interesting because I guess, like you say, once you continue learning and exploring in your path, right, of learning a particular instrument, you realize that there are so many more different textures that you can, like you say, coax out of it. And if the instrument is more sensitive, and it's a bonus, it's a huge bonus for you. So I would like to.
You would like to get
Yeah.
it? 好像我们
I
like
won't
every
mind
episode 要
actually,
送乐器。
I won't mind actually. Yeah, it has quite some potential. I feel.
Yeah.
Alright, so
and it's the
that's
kind of
the-
tone that you like, actually, right? You always like this kind of Suzhou tone.
Yeah, correct. Very nice.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so speaking of Wan Qi Xing, right? So the next player, I mean the next Erhu maker's name is also very it's also very well known. Yeah. So the next Erhu maker's Erhu that we're going to try out is this Erhu by Han Rou. So I believe you're a fanboy when it comes to Han
is it?
Rou.
Oh, yeah. So I remember I got my first Han Rou Erhu when I was in Sec 4. So that was like 2010, right? And I was playing that Erhu for like the longest of times, for at least like 8 or 9 years or so, until one of my students took a fancy on my Erhu, you know, and then afterwards, then she wanted to buy it. You all know which student it is?
No. Maybe.
Yeah, correct. Like so it really shows that her Erhus, right, like Han Rou Erhus, usually they sound nice from the start, but it just develops from there. It just continues having such a nice tone color. Let's see.
So this particular Erhu, speaking of age, is Ming Lao Hong Mu.
Yes, very
Han Rou.
old.
So it's not very easy Erhu to get from Han Rou because of how rare it is also,
Yeah,
right?
Because of the
is
wood.
very
The wood
rare.
is
Yes, that's
very
right.
rare.
So let's give it a listen.
There's a very feminine quality to it somehow, right? A very relaxed, very it's not as full bodied or concentrated as the Wan Qi Xing, but in exchange for that, it has a bit more of its own distinctive tone color, right? So it's very
Very sweet.
Yeah, I always describe it as feminine, exactly. Feminine.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we'll let Ruijun play a bit more first, then I'll just share
Yes.
a bit more.
Very comfortable.
right.
Very soothing to listen to also.
Yeah, so one teacher actually came here and compared this to female singing, and some
female
other who's
vocal.
she would conveniently say that it's like 大嗓子. It's like they're very brash compared to this lah.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
this
yeah.
really has
I
a
was
very feminine kind of
picturing a woman singing.
Right, someone who
Yeah.
is and someone who is very 含蓄, a bit shy, a bit reserved in nature. But at the same time, if you continue to have a conversation with the instrument, it just shows a different side as well.
It's a very cultured kind
Yeah.
of sound.
Oh wow!
Very nice description.
Yes, wow, new level up 了. All right, so that's the Han Rou, 明清老红木, Ming Age, Rosewood.
Rosewood,
Yes.
yes.
So the next one is like even more level up, so even more ups there 的, 是一个 Indian small leaf violet sandalwood. It's like watching something crawling on the floor. Yeah, so this is 印度小叶紫檀
是
二胡 by Xu Chun Feng. Yes, so we'll leave all the links of the instrument at the description.
Yes.
Yeah, so this
Yeah.
is one of the more top end, high end kind of erhu by Xu Chun
Yeah,
Feng.
the first thing that Ruijun did is to check out the wood. What are you looking at? Are you looking for the 金丝 kind of thing?
Oh yeah, so you know whenever we talk about 印度小叶紫檀, right, it's always like a subject of debate. Not really a subject of debate, but it's always that because it's so coveted, it's so rare that whenever we take a look at 小叶紫檀, we'll just look at, let's say, the direction of the grains, whether like Songhua says it has the 金星 in it, like tiny golden flecks in it. All of those make the 紫檀, this 小叶檀, very expensive, and it's of pretty good material, I would say. Very good material. I'll try it now.
Yes, so ladies and gentlemen, 小叶紫檀.印度.
is always the great thing about 小夜谭, I feel, especially on the higher registers, right? It doesn't lose.
Yeah,
body.
I wanted to say that it's still 还撑住的.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
It's like very creamy. It's like almost like a, but it's not too thick as like
yeah,
a sorbet.
yeah. Like it just very it transitions to the high notes very smoothly, very clearly.
Yeah, the high notes are still strong, and the tone, in like what you say, creamy, like a very thick cup of coffee, maybe.
I would
Coffee
say
milk.
custard.
Custard maybe.
I would say
Custard.
custard. Yeah.
And be it the 内弦 or 外弦 or any of the registers, is also very well balanced. It's almost like you are playing it on the same string. And I think that's so important, because as an Erhu player, right, sometimes you know when you're playing a piece and you're trying to figure out the bowings and fingerings, and the moment your 内 and 外弦sound so different, you're just like, shucks, the phrasing doesn't flow. So this is an added
What's that piece that you always play?
Which one?
Is it 二泉?
Dun, 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 dun,
No, like you always transition to a 内弦 where actually it's the 外弦空弦 like that. Then you say like, because
it's
梁萧?
Liang Xiao, yeah.
梁萧.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think if you use that to like maybe the 音色 wouldn't differ so much.
Yeah, is it like the first phrase?
Yeah. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so mi re do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the two solos is using, one is using the outer string and one is using the inner string. So if you have an Erhu like this, the inner string and the outer string, the tone is quite similar, then it wouldn't sound so out.
Correct. You won't have to spend so much time racking your brains trying to solve this.
Go ahead and adjust it.
Yeah,
no
so
problem.
yeah. Okay, good luck.
I'll adapt to it. Especially because for the other two Erhus, perhaps it's also the quality of La Hongmo. I feel there's a tiny hint of raspiness, right? But for this, it just gets rid of those like, it's just smooth. It's just like butter, knife cutting through butter, that sort of feeling.
Very clean.
And I feel that when you play the bass, right, there's this wave of like energy coming from it that like getting pushed a bit. Yeah, 很有厚度. That's what I'm trying to say.
很生气.
Like it's like very nice and like what is this?
When you cannot describe in words.
Okay, I get what you mean.
Just like he's playing. And that's a very distinct Erhu thing, and not many people can achieve it.
I do think that this is pretty suited for especially modern sounding pieces. Yeah, and violin pieces are a thing. They will sound nice also.
Like Paganini.
大哥，我手指手上。
Okay, we shall not disclose any further.
Actually, we have two pieces of this. I'm just curious. I would like Ruijun to just play a little bit of the other one.
We'll just get the other piece over.
Because they are both made of the same material and it's both by the same maker, and the fact that there may be some minor discrepancies, like slight subtle differences in the sound, but they are still quite 一致. It's still pretty uniform. So I think that it's an especially important thing for Erhu makers. You want every single Erhu to hit at least a certain characteristic, a certain standard, a certain quality. Otherwise, it's just like Russian roulette when you are buying Erhus from that maker, right?
Yes. Personally, I like this a little bit better.
Oh, is it? Is it because it's a bit nasally?
I don't know. It sounds a bit clearer.
Yeah.
Oh, but I find that Qing's bass is like more like what I was saying, like it pushes you a bit. you see what I'm saying?
This is more bass.
Yeah.
This is
我
clearer.
们是比较 bass 的 person, I guess.
All about the bass.
This is a bit.
磁性
this has a bit more, a bit more 磁性, a bit more
Feminine.
emphasis on like the higher overtones. The
Uh-huh.
other one almost has like a
more masculine.
like there's a hum that's going through, a duo that's going through. It's
A hump. H-U-M-P hump.
Hum.
Oh, hum like
Yes.
알았어.
We're thinking of
Sorry, masen. Oh my god, Nigel will kill us.
yeah, but I guess to each his own, and it's not so divisive to the point where it's like I outright hate this tone color or whatnot. It's like the baseline is there. It's really really nice. It's just the final details that will separate our opinions.
That's
All
true.
right.
How much is this going for again?
6,800. Around there. Am I right? Han Rou now is selling at 4,000.
4,000.
4,000.
Yes.
So if you get online with the site, this will be 4040. Wow, 好意头哦。不好意头, sorry. Very nice because very symmetrical.
Yeah.
The
But it's
number.
4,000. I mean, we will absorb the
Oh,
citation
yeah. So you
for
hear it
this
from
one.
someone himself. Yay.
Yay! Get yours today!
Yes.
All right. So that's
That's all for the Erhus, right?
There's more. There's still one more surprise item
yes.
on the
yeah.
list. That's actually not an Erhu, but we don't know where it is right now. Oh, it's over at Ruijun part. So Ruijun 要在露脸咯. Hi.
He's
Just
like,
come in
no.
lah.
He's like, no.
它不够长.
She's like,
Okay, so what we have in our 你们哎呦喂 we are a family friendly TV program. Yeah, so this looks like an Erhu, but it's actually a Banhu.
yeah.
Yes, so what is this called again? A 少剧.
少剧
少剧 Banhu.
Yes.
So do you have any idea what 少剧 is?
Shaoju, technically, I read up yesterday a little bit about it. It's actually originated, some people feel that it's originated from Qing Qiang.
清腔.
Qing Qiang. Yeah, so like Qing Qiang, if you were to search it out, it's quite like a very loud festival type of music, right?
Well, Qinqiang, you know, usually when we talk about stuff like Qinqiang, right, from like northern China and whatnot, people always say Qinqiang 是用吼的, right? You yell it out. So I think from that phrase alone, right, it speaks volumes on what the nature of the genre is. And just by, you know, 轻轻地碰一下这把琴, you can already feel like the nature of that opera genre surging through already.
Oh, we did a Peking opera episode also.
Yes,
With Ruijun.
with
Yeah,
Ruijun.
so who else better to play? But what's the tuning?
It's like,
Wait, are you asking us also?
oh,
拜笑料. 击败少料.
like Mr. Neo.
Mr. Nyo.
Mr. Neo.
助けてください.
But I like the
I think okay. It sounds alright. We just yeah.
GD.
差点断弦呢，大哥. Yeah, so this is one of our fear also when
I think you can do it-
customers
do it
bring
F
in
sharp.
like
Yes.
specialty instrument. Sometimes we don't know what to tune it.
The
but
tuning as
I think a
well.
good rule of thumb is is first tune it to a lower register.
I think
Yes.
we'll
And then see
just
if
play it
it's
like this.
Slightly.
Yeah, if it's too tight, right, then you know it's not in
Yes,
that.
you can feel by the string like when you
Yeah. But
pressing it.
instruments like 板胡就是要那种紧紧的那种。
对。
So
Yeah, you want something that is a bit more, because especially, okay, like you know from the make of 四度啊. Oh, it's like the 山东小曲. That's all. Okay, never mind.
锅贴.
山东锅贴. Sorry, I'm hungry.
But especially, I would say, especially in the past when, you know, there's no such thing as like microphones or like amps and whatnot. So they really need an instrument that is really piercing, that can really cut through everything to properly support the singer. 我很懒得挑四度.
Oh.
Does this even need a mic? I don't think it needs a mic. Whoa. Yeah, very piercing.
Yes.
I don't know
It's
what
the
to say.
minor
Yeah,
correct position. Yeah. So actually, the usual Banhu, you know, there is not this kind of shape. This
It's very
is the
white, right?
I saw one just now. Right?
Yeah, we have one inside.
yeah. So this one actually, the top part looks like Erhu.
Ruijun will pass us and conventional 板胡. Yeah, so you can notice immediately that it faces. How do you pulley it?
It's also like
Oh yeah, but then it's like more bien.
Yeah, the resonator is much smaller
And
and,
then the changing this thing here. Yeah.
Correct. So for the original
Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's right.
Okay,
I
I
was
didn't know that.
confused just now.
yes.
Oh yeah, okay, makes much more sense now.
correct. They are both 板面蒸笼乐器. I think that's the most important.
That's why you got the Banhu sound.
Correct.
Yeah.
Because it's a piece of wood as opposed to a piece of skin. That's like the most common divide between the two types of Chinese instruments, right? And this is yeke, which I feel is a very interesting construct.
Yeke.
Yeke, coconut shell. The coconut nut is a nut. If you eat, no, I don't want to sing it.
Go. And we haven't said into the thick of it. Okay, so that's we just have Ruijun hold the Shao Ju Banhu again, just a side by side comparison.
Yeah, the
So you
color
can
is very
take a look.
different as well.
The resonator is already there's a difference in length also. Yeah, and the Banhu also slightly thicker compared to the Shao Ju. Yeah, so this is one of those specialty instruments that you would use in opera, especially. Yeah, but technically it still sounds like a banhu lah. Yes, so these
Very
are all the
interesting.
Erhus that we'll be testing today.
Yes.
So thank you, Ruijun, for testing out. We're not gonna. You just
Yeah, you
stay lah.
stay.
You stay. You stay because
Now
we'll
you
be
become
moving
my-
on. Yeah, so we'll be moving on
Mic.
to the Liuqin and Pipas. And who better to play these instruments
Aiyo.
than Biyu, our very own pipa player here in Eastern Music. Yes, so,
So what are we
we're
trying
following the
first?
same format.
It's
We'll be
okay,
playing the
I think.
instrument, test out, give it a review, and then we'll move on to the next instrument. So
Right.
just give us 1 minute while we just clean up the place a bit and get the
Yeah.
instruments ready.
Okay, so the first one that we'll be talking about will be the Liu Qing.
Okay, so this
Yes.
Liu Qing is actually a Liu Qing from Liang
Liang Hao.
Yeah, we have quite a lot of Liang Hao's zhongran. So
I think
a
this
few-
time round is quite special
yes,
as well.
This is
Because-
actually a 酸之木 higher end 中软. Is it listed in our web store yet?
Is it listed?
It's
or
going
no?
to be I
Yeah,
think very soon.
will be up
so
soon.
what is interesting is the back, right?
It's the back part.
Oh, not the
mean-
Okay, yeah. So we're gonna
Wait.
put the picture on on the screen.
Yes.
Like right now, boom. I'm not sure. Yeah, but there's a very special feature about this Liang Hao, 酸之木柳琴. We have pictures of this very special. There's this extra yin chuang, so I'll just bring it to more closer.
Yes.
I'll bring it closer.
Then I think for this time around, Liang Hao's Qing, he actually added in the year of making. So this Liu Qing is 辛丑年制.
What? 辛丑?
What?
清楚.
辛丑
I feel
this
I
year,
feel
right?
attacked, but
辛丑年制. So it actually
不是讲你丑啦。
So it actually states the year of making lah. I think it's 牛年, I guess. I tried to look it up lah.
不是辛亥咩？今年？辛丑
Yeah. 辛丑 right?
辛亥
Yeah.
革命.
Yeah. So this one.
Yeah, what does it write? 梁
Liang. I feel it's Liang. Is it
还是
Liang?
福？梁文福。
Sure.
Very cold joke.
Walao.
Eh.
Yeah, so we'll let Biyu try out this instrument with a pick. Yeah, so even though she's wearing pipa nails right now, right? So she'll be using this Shao pick that came together as well. So this is a 2-in-1 introduction. Yeah, so she'll be playing this Liang Hao 酸之木柳琴 with a Shao拨片. Hey, yeah. So, just may I have the pick?
Yes.
Yeah. So, before we talk about the Liuqin, right? Just briefly talk about why Shao picks are so, so nice to use. It's because right, this pick has a very, there's a tapered angle on each corner.
Three sides, all three sides.
Yeah. So it's
Yes.
very 很顺. when you play.
And
the
because it's
instrument.
slimmer as well, so it's actually a very nice grip to it as well.
This batch that came in is slightly harder.
Yes, as
Yeah,
well.
because previous batch is also slightly smaller also.
Yes, let
Yeah,
me
so
see
it's
what
like
I
more
have.
now it's like more suited for
Yes.
even Zhongran like that also.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct. So the previous one is a little bit soft.
Mm-hmm.
On
so
the
this
side.
one is, I feel it's harder.
It's harder, definitely
Medium
hard.
hard, I would say
Medium
medium.
hard. So when you are playing it, it's actually you have more grip when you are playing. But I think this one, if your hands are sweaty, you might need to actually wipe a few times because it might slip off your hands a little. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
But
we'll
it's still a
take
very
note.
nice. It's still a very
yeah,
nice
but I
piece
think
to actually play.
overall it should still be a very nice pick to use.
Correct.
Yeah, and you're wearing nails also.
Yes, I'm wearing nails. That's why. Oh my God.
yeah.
Can get my
So
hands.
a little bit about the Liu Qing. What do you think?
I think it sounds not so jarring and not so
Yeah, because Liu
piercing to
Qing
the
is known
ears.
for like being the very high pitch instrument in the orchestra also. So 比较圆润.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
amplifies, like, I feel it amplifies whatever I'm playing lah. Because I won't say I'm like the best player for Liu Qing. I'm not very...
We're not even Liu Qing players.
Yeah, I'm not even Liu Qing player, but I feel that...
But if you watch the Yu Jia episode, you know what else she plays.
Oh! I should improve myself. Yeah, so it actually also has a very nice grip. I think Liang Qing has this 特点 whereby when I grip the qing, it's very comfortable.
The head is not very heavy.
Yeah, the head is also not very heavy. This qing is not heavy as well. It's not very heavy as compared
so
to
there's
other
this
qing.
misconception whereby, right, the better the qing, it should be the heavier it is also.
Like not.
I mean, not in this case, in this modern age where technology is better and stuff like that.
So, Ruijun, what do you think?
I think it doesn't have that much of that metallic tone that 铁. I always describe to my friends that 铁公鸡 sound.
Liu
It's-
Qing ah.
Yeah, correct. It doesn't have
Yeah,
that much.
yeah.
That's all.
The jarring
it's more
tone that I was
round.
talking
Yeah,
about.
so in English and in Chinese. So should I say Malay? I tak tahu.
But Biyu, does it fit well? Like does it rest well on your lap?
For me, it fits well. It
Yeah,
rests
so
very
Liu
nicely.
Qing's actually come with the stand also.
Yes, this one comes
Yeah.
with stand as well. You can see.
Yeah, so
at
there's
the-
a screw hole here.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So if you're of a smaller stature, you can
yeah,
actually
elevate it
yeah.
as well.
It's,
Mm.
Yep. So that's
Okay.
the yeah. This is the 邵氏酸之木柳琴 and
梁浩.
oh God dang. I'm sorry because I'm looking at the pic in my finger right now.
邵氏
Yeah, so 梁浩酸之木柳琴
and
and the
邵
邵氏
氏
pic.
Yes,
Alright.
correct.
So the next up we have the also something 黑酸枝.
黑酸枝
The also something.
So something 黑酸枝 and it's by this brand that we have in our shop right now
Yes.
called Ying Song Lan. So our
It's just next
loyal
to you.
followers would know that we are currently carrying a lot of 黑酸 a lot of Ying Song Lan instruments. So sorry, vaccinate hand. Yeah, so this is another 黑酸枝 instrument by Ying Song Lan, and it follows the same pattern of Ying Song Lan Pipa, whereby there's this very lovely graving at the back. What word it writes, we don't know. Ying Song Lan.
Sun, I see a sun.
I see a sun.
Let's play decipher the
Xing
word. Yes, so but of course you buy the instrument is to listen to how it sounds like lah. So let's just give it a listen. If you play something
Yeah.
harder, like whack it. Yeah, it's like when you 扫弦 right, it's quite bum bum like 就干净的这样这样。
不会破了.
Now you be the 人肉麦啦，walao return the favor lah.
I think it's very bright as well. Like I don't need to use a lot of strength to actually jump out the.
Yeah,
the
and it
string sound.
still holds quite well.
It's hold very well.
Yeah, so but even when you play the more traditional, more soothing kind of thing, right? It's also
Very sweet. aftertone. I would say lah, like it feels like very gentle, and it also brings out the sound that I would like from like a Beifang.
Yeah, so I wanted to
Pipa.
say this is actually a Beifang Pipa, and much like Erhu, I say like Beifang Nafar, but I think this is quite versatile Beifang instrument. Whereby 你要它 smooth, you can smooth, then 你要它大声 but it's still quite focused. 它不会
还有那种
破的。
空灵的感觉 I would say lah, like
Is that a
very.
good thing for Pipa? Or
Depends on
depends?
what song you're playing. Some people will feel like Kongling is a very nice tone, but some people will feel like I still prefer that bass and very how to say, like a very deep tone in the pipa lah.
Okay.
I-
Yeah,
I
so
feel that it's quite tone and not men. Sometimes a lot of people
yes.
the lower notes and
Yeah,
even
like
high
second
notes are very
position,
men.
third position,
for
it might
some
be very
Beifang Pipas, they will
men.
have this problem.
Yes,
also.
yes.
Yeah, Ruijun has something to say.
No. I want to say
Yes, yes.
No, it was just that I think going back to just now when you're doing the Shaoxian, right? Sometimes I feel that for some pipas, it's like you have the volume that comes up, but it doesn't have that resonance. It just like there's something very
it just
突出.
闷在那边 like
Correct, but this actually travels quite far. I feel.
I mean, 弹琴的人也厉害啦。So
对，当然。
Okay,
How?
so we noticed that are you wearing any special nails?
No, this is my own nails.
Yeah, so
Yes.
yeah, so just like Liuqin, there's a new pick that came up. So for the nails, that we also has a return of a not common. We have a return of a pipa nails.
Yeah, we have this type of pipa nails for quite some time already.
If you have visited our shop or you like visited our web store, so there's actually the same pair of nail lah.
Just
It's the
different.
yellow one, but now it comes in a lovely shade of pink,
Yeah.
mimosa pink.
Yeah, I think what I like about this type of nails, right, as compared to other nails, would be the curvature on the nails actually fit nicely on your fingers, which is very important for pipa players because you do not want to have like it jarring out, then you can't even control your fingers as much. So it's like a pick that you have to actually choose, just that it fits on your finger. So you have to fit it properly on your finger. So when you're coming in to buy nails for your kids or for yourself, it's always good to come into our store to fit your
Yeah, to check the fitting of
your nails.
On your nails.
on your nails, yeah, correct. Because
Yeah.
it comes in different sizes as well. Like this is the medium size, then we have the big size, the small size as well.
Yes, and what do you use to tape your nails together?
Tape.
Oh.
Yeah, so this time around we actually brought in quite a number of colors. Okay. Yeah, so I think the few colors that you have seen previously, like the green, shades of green, blue, purple, red, pink, and this time around is quite special. We have a nude color, like a peach.
We're gonna
nude
name
color.
it Cayman Peach.
Cayman peach, and
Yeah.
also like a golden
Classy gold.
classic gold.
Yeah.
So I think why I like this too would be when you are wearing your nails, right? You won't feel that there's an extra tape, or like people when they see visually, it will fit
Oh,
into
the
your
colour,
color
like-
tone very
Ah,
nicely.
okay.
Camouflage.
Camouflage, and you're like, it's
But what if those some
tripling
people
nails.
very like flashy one?
Also very nice.
Then there's a
one.
Get the
lot
blue
of
colour.
yeah,
selection.
variety that you can choose from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
good for every personality. You like to be
Correct,
flashy,
correct.
you like it to be camouflage. You like to camouflage in the forest also, green color. Yeah, but also I've been getting some feedback from customers saying that compared to the white, the big
Yes,
one, right?
yes,
This
yes.
is actually less sticky, which has its benefits also. Because some people, if they find it too sticky, right, then their skin will have some rash
Yes.
or itching. Whereas so this one, right, it comes off rather quickly, so I have to keep replacing it. But at the same time, it's more gentle on your skin.
Yes, gentle on skin, and it also actually it's nicer. I feel like the texture of it, because when the tape is too sticky, you have to use a lot of strength to like pull out and cut out the string.
And
It will
you
leave
some-
residue.
Yeah, residue.
as
I would say
well.
that.
So
Yeah.
even you paste like some players, right, they just makeshift and keep their nails on the card. Then some of the cards also get very sticky and stuff like that.
Yeah, then you put your card on your phone and like, that's yeah.
Yeah, I also personally use this tape for my qingzu
Oh, for
also.
the qingzu. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
All
Yes,
right.
yes, yes. Oh,
Okay.
the goa is really nice.
So,
Yes,
P,
so-
are we done with the pipas? I thought
Oh, we still have one
You want
more.
to show the Qiu Tingyi pipa?
Oh, there's another surprise pipa.
Yes.
Yeah, so where is it? I'll take it for you.
Is it the one with
the one at the.
with the
I think
Bei
this.
Diao?
Yes.
Oh,
so
right.
Qiu Tingyu Pipa is not foreign
Yeah.
For
I
the
mean,
3.3K one.
yes,
but
we have brought this in a couple of times.
Yes,
so
a couple
there's
of
something different about this batch.
this
what
batch,
is it?
it was quite a surprise when I was opening like the different pieces. So you want to hold it? So for this one, it would be the 背雕 at the back. So this is quite a nice I think, addition to the pipa. Like when we play pipa, we don't see much at the front. So I think this is a very nice picture to actually for 自己赏心悦目, you know.
Yes,
and when I play
nice
pipa, then I'm
too.
like, oh, there's a very nice picture at the back. Yeah, it's 背雕, so you can actually feel that it's being like put inside.
Shell inlay.
Shell inlay. Yes.
So
and
this
I
is
really like this batch of 3.3K Pipa.
the tone, is it?
Yeah, the tone, the
Would you like to play a little bit?
bit?
买它。哇，很漂亮呀。
It's very nice
That's not like
harmonics.
me. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. It's much like the Indra episode when she played the Huang Tan Mu, the ding boom like that.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Very
think we all
soothing.
generally just really like very bassy.
Very basic tone.
Boom! 为什么我们没有去
All
学
about
bass?
that bass.
Yeah, lor.
Yeah, we're all about that bass, about that bass. Some treble.
Yeah, so it's very nice, and also the grip of the 秋天玉 pipa is also very nice. You know, some pipa when they come in, it's very very heavy. Like it's when you are carrying around, it's very heavy. But this is actually, I would say, like mid-range weight. So
Is this heavier than the
Oh, I think this is heavier.
黑酸子?
this is
The
slightly
Insonglan should be
heavier.
heavier.
Mm, okay.
Yeah,
would you like to like strike it like just now what you
Yeah,
did?
can you
Okay.
please give it your all on this pipa?
The same song, the same intense song. Do that very dynamic strum just now. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I can.
很有爆发力。
Yeah, when he does the strum, I think it's even more articulate than the one before that. You can hear clearer the notes.
Yeah, so this one is going for how much?
3.3K.
This is
3,300.
1.6.
1.6.
Wow.
So it's
1,600.
half the price.
Half the price and also half the articulation.
No,
no,
Just
不是这样说的，
slightly.
不是这样说的，不是这样说的。Yeah, so that's all the pipa that we
Yes,
have.
yes.
Yeah, so we have some final items to talk
Oh,
to you
yes.
about that just came in. Yeah, so Ruijun have to handle some customers outside.
So we will.
Yeah, so just so happened this morning, like a few hours ago,
Yes. Just
this item just came back to our store. So, of course, we did introduce that we have this 丛林学起 book. So the one that arrived is the Qing and Erhu. So
Correct.
you can just quickly grab it if you still haven't got it. Yes, and we have this very, very new Qing book as well
Yes, which has
by
a
Yuan Sha.
yes, Yuan Shao.
Yeah, so this book, right, is we'll be adding in to our collection of starter grade, beginner books. But
Yes.
this book, there's a few grades for it also.
Yeah, 4 to 6, 7 to 9. Is it?
Yes, so
Correct.
we'll give a closer review of the book when we go
Open
through
it up, yeah.
Yeah, it's still new. The plastic wrapping is still there. We haven't
Yeah.
opened it up. So yeah, so we'll be pushing out a series of 古筝教程
教程
by Yuan Sha. Yeah, so that's all there is
Okay.
for the new items. Thank you
Yes.
for watching.
And we have
Yeah.
one last bit for you, which is the performance.
Yes, that's right. So stay tuned while we
Set up.
just do a quick move on the stage as we perform for you. The title of the song
Is 百月花
白月光与
与白光
Really, what's the name of the song?
沙子
白月光与朱砂痣.
Yes.
So stay tuned.